This is super hilarious. So this is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while, because what happened on Twitter was, and this came from the City of New York NYC Gov Twitter account. They're trying to stoke some beef. They want all the shade. But what's going on here is the City of New York Twitter account actually fired some shots at Cleveland. So then what happened was a bunch of people in Cleveland, or maybe they're not even in Cleveland, maybe they're from other cities, and they just hate NYC. That's also pretty likely. And they just got super defensive and responding. And so it turned into a big war between New York City and Cleveland. But I also believe that this could be a proxy war, in that a lot of people who are not even from Cleveland were shitting on NYC because they're in somewhere else, but they don't like NYC. So let's go ahead and take a look at this tweet. This is hilarious. So you can see this is literally, guys, this is from the City of New York Twitter account at NYC Gov. And here's what the tweet says. It says, a gloomy day in New York City is still better than a sunny day in Cleveland. And then you can see it's a gloomy day of NYC. Obviously, got a lot of nice buildings there. And I'll just show you how many responses there were. So there were 8.3K likes, but 4.5K replies, which indicates pretty close to a literal ratio. So it's pretty massive. But you can see the responses are just crazy. This one says, I just moved to Cleveland from NYC. I'm saving money, got a dog. I have a bigger apartment, and I go hiking every weekend. NYC is a fantastic city, but Cleveland's also pretty lovely. So this is actually an interesting tweet, because this is more riding the fence and being more in the middle, saying NYC is a great city, but Cleveland's also solid. Like, don't sleep on Cleveland. So that's kind of rare to see in these responses, because most of the responses are fuck you NYC. Cleveland is way better than you. This one says, my mortgage is $500 a month for a 2000 plus SF 1896 Victorian, and I can walk to the beach in 10 minutes. How's your rent? Why would someone in our government tweet this from an official account? How embarrassing. I guess this is also from New York, so this New Yorker apparently doesn't like that they're stoking the flames here. This one says, can you do this in your backyard in NYC? Oh, wait, that's right, you don't have a backyard. This one says, too much defensiveness coming from the replies for Cleveland to be good. Sorry, didn't the river get torched like twice? So that is an interesting argument, that there's so much defensiveness coming from Cleveland that there has to be some insecurity there. But basically, there appears to be like a competition to claim that the other side is insecure. So the people in NYC are saying that the Clevelandites, or Clevelanders, I don't know what the right word is, are insecure because they're responding in such volume. But the Cleveland ones are saying that they're insecure because NYC is taking shots at them. This one says, Ohioans in their 3-bedroom homes with yards and mortgage payments under $2K right now. It says, y'all hear something, I ain't hear nothing. Is that the wind? Trying to say we don't hear anything. The NYC Gov social media editor needs to work out their insecurities in therapy instead of embarrassing all of us in the 5 boroughs by trashing other great U.S. cities. So I guess this is also another New Yorker. So this is interesting. This is actually much more dynamic than I thought. You have some different sides. This one says, you 0 bedroom, 1 bath versus the guy she tells you not to worry about, 6 bedroom, 5 bath. So it's a comparison here. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll read it to you. So in New York, it's $618,000 for 1 bathroom, no beds. That is interesting, and no bedrooms. And then in Cleveland Heights, it's $675K for a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom. So this is true, right? Like, you could make an argument on both sides here. I mean, if you're talking about comparing, like, this is kind of a self-owned kind of, because really when you think about it, why is the real estate in New York so expensive? It's because clearly a lot of people want to live there. So how can you make fun of a place for being expensive because a lot of people want to live there? It's kind of like roasting yourself, being like, because yours would be just expensive if the location was valued as much. So I mean, NYC is expensive because of the location. You're paying for the location. So you're just kind of saying, oh, my location isn't as valued by society. But obviously, this is a big war that exists already, where it's like urban versus rural, urban versus suburban, or suburban versus rural, all of this stuff. There's a big war of this. Either way, if you like to live in the city of like NYC, you know, it's kind of tough. You know, it's obviously very busy and you don't really have much space. It's incredibly expensive. You're paying like, if you're splitting a room, you know, you may pay like 2-3 grand for a bedroom. It's pretty bad. You know, that's pretty terrible. But then, you know, you could go to somewhere like Cleveland Heights and get a big old house for, you know, like what, like $500,000. So, it's definitely a big difference. But whatever you prefer, you know, why does everybody have to shit on each other for their preferences? You know, if you want to live in the heart of NYC, you know, do your thing. If you want to live in Cleveland Heights with your, you know, what is that? Like, it's like a semi mansion there, I guess. I don't know, six bedrooms. Like, goddamn. So, you know, and just whatever you're into, I guess go with that. But why does Cleveland live rent free in everyone's heads? Like, this is just a joke, man. Like, nobody cares about Cleveland, bro. Let's be real. This is the kind of insecure. No one cares about Cleveland, bro. But, you know, obviously everyone's on equal footing here. Suburbs are really the best because you get best of both worlds. You get not too much congestion, but also you're very close to stores and you're like a 5 minute drive away from stores and different things like that. So it's the best middle ground where you're not in any of the extremes of either in rural farms or being in an urban area where it's just so packed and there's so much congestion.